Well, I've come here to Mackle to a fairly secret location because behind this door is a laboratory that is making equipment that can detect earthquakes anywhere in the world. As you know, over the last 48 hours there's been many of them, and they've all been picked up on special machinery that's been built and actually made in the Isle of Man.
Yes, it's hard to believe, isn't it? But 14 minutes after this huge earthquake in Sumatra yesterday, the first waves arrived here, and the Isle of Man went up and down 2.2 millimetres. Can you believe it?
How does that happen, and how do you measure it?
Well, the big earthquake there was caused by the Indo-Australian plate sliding along. It didn't cause a very large tsunami. And the energy released is far greater than we could ever create with an atomic explosion. But the waves travelled down through the Earth's mantle and past the core, and then they arrived here on the Isle of Man. And I detected them using this seismometer, which I've designed.
Well, we came here a few years ago and we saw an earlier model, which was much, much bigger. Now this is Mark what, 2 or 3? It's moving along a bit?
This is number 3, yes. Well, I've probably many more prototypes, yeah.
I mean, clearly it picks up the vibrations, but it must be super sensitive.
Yeah, this machine can actually detect a few millionths of a millimetre movement of the ground.
You've invented this for what market? Who's going to buy this?
Well, the people that are going to be interested in this are the same people that are doing astronomy and amateur weather recording. It involves high technology, computers, software, all the things that hobbyists like that enjoy.
Where did this idea come from?
I think I just set myself the target to see whether I could do the engineering and do the electronics, and I surprised myself, and I did, and here it is.
It's a trick with these things then also now to make sure that nobody else can copy your ideas and you get it all painted and you make lots of money out of it one day.
They'll find it quite difficult to copy the circuits inside of here, and all the trick work is in the microprocessor, and the code in there is protected.
So this is really unique stuff?
Yes, yes.
Now, you've launched a company to sell these.
Yeah, the company is called Rockwave, and we have a new website which has been written on the Isle of Man. And the great thing is that the Department of Economic Development has supported this project from start to finish. We're really pleased about this. This is Manx technology, Manx engineering, and we're selling it to the world from the Isle of Man.
And if I want one, how much?
About £530.
Oh, right. I was expecting it could be a lot more, actually.
I won't charge you for delivery.
Oh, thank you very much. So, I mean, there's a market going to be out there. I just know that people are going to love this idea.
Yeah. It should be very, very popular in schools for education, because people can learn about physics, they can learn about geology, sound waves, electronics, software, and the way it's presented, you can see all the internal mechanics of the machine. It's all colour anodised inside, so you can see the spring, the hinge, the carbon fibre parts, and you can even open the end and see the electronics assembly.
So, if we ever get a big earthquake on the Isle of Man, which we're probably never going to get, I mean, you'd know about it first, obviously, but anywhere in the world, that will know.
Yes, it took about 14 minutes for the waves to reach us from Sumatra, which is faster than a letter, but not quite as fast as a mobile phone call. It's quite surprising, isn't it? The first waves that came to us had actually passed down through the crust and mantle, and 1 second later, another wave arrived which had been reflected off the Earth's iron core. 5 minutes after that, there was a signal that had gone into the inner solid core of the Earth. That's a solid lump of iron. And then 25 minutes later, the biggest waves came along. These are the 2 millimetre oscillations, and they'd travelled around the surface of the Earth.
Let's hear it, because I know you record it on your equipment. This is what it sounds like.
What I've done is I've recorded 28 hours of seismic waves here at my station, and I've compressed all of that to make a 15-second sound recording. It's the opposite of what we do with bats. To hear an ultrasonic voice of a bat, we have to stretch it out, have to slow it down, and it becomes audible. But with earthquake waves, they're moving so slowly that I actually speed it up hundreds of times until it becomes audible. And all the time there's a gentle hiss, and this is microseismic noise. The ground is rolling all the time, mainly because of pressure systems in the North Atlantic. They cause seismic waves to rock the Isle of Man constantly. So you'll hear this gentle hiss, on top of which we've got this bang wallop of these 3 earthquakes.